Oh my gosh, I forgot the word I was going to say. Don't you hate it when that happens? Hi, everyone. I'm Vicky Kelty, your go to guide for speaking English without thinking all the time. You want to speak naturally, have smoother conversations, and enjoy using English. Let's make it happen. Today, I have an easy solution to help those new and old vocabulary words stick. I'll show you how my voice message speaking practice can help you retain new vocabulary, review the old stuff, and in a way that feels natural. Ready to get started? Tip number one. When you're learning new vocabulary, a great way to make it stick is by using it in real conversations. In voice message speaking practice, I send you weekly topics to respond to, which gives you regular chances to use the words you're learning. For example, you're on a Stephen King kick. You're reading the Stephen King book Cujo, and you came across the word snarling. Later, that same day, you were reading Stephen King's The Shining, and you came across the word foreboding. Great. There are many ways you can put them both into practice. You can use them both by including them in the voice message responses you send to me. You could connect either book to the topic for that week, or you could make that specific vocabulary fit the topic by weaving it into your answer. There are so many ways to do it. It's all about making the vocabulary you want to practice feel like part of your natural speech. And if that is something you need more help with, I can guide you through that process during the feedback portion of voice message speaking practice. But more on that in tip number three. Tip number two, make sure the vocabulary you're learning matches the things you tend to talk about. When you're interested in something, or you have a reason to be interested in it, you're much more likely to work to remember the words related to that thing. Take my Spanish father in law, for example. He really likes the topic of farming. So if I know some terms on that topic, like, say, harvest or pruning, we can really have a nice conversation together. And if I bring up vineyards or olive trees, we will be conversing until the cows come home. Literally. No, not really. We don't have any cows. The key is using vocabulary that's relevant to your life so you don't feel like you're forcing the words into conversation. When I was reading Christine by Stephen King, yes, I read a lot of Stephen King novels. There were a lot of car terms that I didn't know. I should mention, I read the Spanish translation of it just to do a little Spanish practice. And in the beginning, I started looking up the terms, but then I stopped looking them up. Do you know why? I don't plan on having many car conversations, so that vocabulary just wasn't really important to me. Check out my video, Improve Your English Vocabulary Keep or Toss Method, for more tips to help you decide which vocabulary to prioritize. Tip number three, get personalized feedback. This is another element of the voice message speaking practice that really makes it effective with supporting your vocabulary improvement. When you send me your voice messages, I'll listen to how you're using your new vocabulary and give you tips on how to improve where needed. Whether it's using a word more smoothly or adding context to make it clearer, I'm here to help you sound more fluent and natural in every conversation. If you've ever wondered how to use new vocabulary without feeling like you're forcing it, this is a great way to practice. You'll feel more comfortable using the words you're learning because you'll be practicing them in real conversations. And the more you practice, the more likely you'll remember them because you'll be using them regularly, weekly, in fact. So, if you're ready to start retaining vocabulary and using it more confidently, sign up for a 2-week trial of my voice message speaking practice and get ready to receive weekly topics to help you practice using your new vocabulary naturally in conversation, plus feedback to keep improving. It's an easy way to grow your fluency and never forget vocabulary again. Before you go, I'd love to know what helps you most when trying to learn new vocabulary. Share your tips in the comments and let's chat about them. Remember, the more you practice using new words, the more confident you'll feel each time you go to use them again. Until next time, subscribe to my channel to keep getting videos to support you on your fluency journey. Happy learning. Toodles!